Okay, hello everyone. Today I would like to introduce you the MATLAB code that I wrote for rough surface generation for ABAQUS input. Okay, surface interaction is one of the important thing in the engineering field, and it is often required to investigate the effect of surface roughness with finite element simulation. But unfortunately, ABAQUS CA does not support the random surface generation, and I wrote a MATLAB code. I will show you how it works briefly and show you the demo. Okay, for MATLAB function, you should input 8 parameters. The Lx, Ly, Lz is the length of periodic cell for each direction. If you input Lz equals 0, it will generate 3D surface, not the solid. N, large N here, is the number of division for the distance between sampling points. Sn of the bar x and y is the number of sampling for the x and y direction. The WB on the bar AB is parameters for variable distribution. Okay, first sampling points are generated with the inverse transform sampling method. Inverse transformation sampling is a method to generate random values from a desired probability distribution. I will not go through the details, but anyway, the sampling points are generated first, and those points are spline interpolated with the gray dots here. And after that, nodal number and element numbers are assigned in the MATLAB code, and it will eventually generate ABAQUS input file, which contains node and element information. So yeah, you can also download this tutorial. I'll leave the link for the download in on the comment section. So I will go through the demo. Okay, first you should put the MATLAB code in the MATLAB directory. The default setting is user documents MATLAB. So put the MATLAB file and file here, so it will work. Okay. Okay, so you should input this line in the MATLAB command window. Nodes elements rendersurf. Rendersurf is a function, name of function that I wrote, and other input values that I just explained. So if you do this, mesh generation failed. So it happens, I made the code to print this message when the bottom layer and top layer intersect. So the mesh should not be generated for such cases. So in this case, you should increase the thickness or decrease the characteristic height in the variable distribution. Okay, it will generate mesh. Yeah, also you can see those roughness parameters are calculated and displayed, and some statistics on the mesh, number of nodes and number of elements. So if you input number of division to be too high, it will it will show you this message. Okay, yeah, warning, number of elements are over 1 million. Yeah, is too heavy. It contains too many elements and nodes, so it will be hard work in ABAQUS CAE. In these cases, these cases are not desired, so you can continue by pressing enter, but it's not recommended. ABAQUS CAE will have difficulties handling those input files, so in these cases decrease the number of sampling points. Yeah, it will work. Yes. Okay, you can see that input file is generated in MATLAB working directory, and copy this input file and put it in the ABAQUS working directory. You can import this input file in the file import model. Yes. Yeah, you can see that it is imported. You can see the mesh is looking pretty good. Yeah, you can directly use this mesh as a ABAQUS input, or you may want to remesh this surface. In such cases, you can generate shell from element faces and convert those shell faces to the solid. Yep, go to the tools, geometry edit, face from elements. You can choose the element faces in the viewport, but you don't have to, because I created element surface in the MATLAB code. You can see that each faces are assigned already, so you can just click those faces and convert geometry. Repeat this for all 6 faces. And we have now shell faces, shell surface, and we have to convert it to the solid. Go to shape, solid, from shell, choose every faces. It is converted to shell. No, solid. Suppress the orphan mesh. Then you can see it is converted to geometry. You can remesh this solid in mesh module, but you should notice, you have probably noticed that there are some gaps here. There are some orphan mesh, there are some gaps for orphan mesh and converted geometry. For very rough surface, ABAQUS CAE will have difficulties converting this shell surface, so I recommend you to use just orphan mesh, because mesh quality is quite nice. You can see that mesh quality is quite nice. Yes, you can just use this mesh. You can create 3D surface if you input 0 value in this MATLAB command window. You can see that the input file is generated. Okay, let's import this file in ABAQUS CAE. Yeah, you can see this 3D surface. Yep. Like as I mentioned, you can convert this surface to the geometry and remesh again. And thanks for listening, and for download please refer to the comment section on the YouTube, and if you have any question, leave the comment and I'll try to respond as soon as possible. Yeah, thank you.